Hello, I'm Patty Simpson with Simpson Math, and in this video I'm going to show you how to graph all 7 of the parent functions that we've learned about in less than 5 minutes. You want to be able to graph these really quickly. You want to be able to identify their shapes and know the points on the graphs. In our next few lectures, we're going to be learning about how to move or shift these different functions using transformations. So it's really important that you're really familiar with each of the functions. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to graph each one of these in less than 5 minutes. So let's start. This one is a linear function. I know my linear functions are at 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, -1, -1, and -2, -2. I connect those dots and add arrows on the end. That's the linear function. This one is a cubed root function. I know my cubed root function is 3rd Street sideways. It starts at 0, 0 there. It has a point at 1, 1, a point at 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2. So the cubed root of -1 is -1, and the cubed root of -8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is -2. So my cubed root function looks something like this. That's the cubed root function. Here's our absolute value function. Absolute value function has points at 0, 0, -1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, and the absolute value of -2 is 2. So there is the absolute value function. Here is my quadratic function. Quadratic function, 0 squared is 0, 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 4, -1 squared is 1, -2 squared is 4. So my quadratic function looks like this. This one is my square root function. Remember, its domain was restricted. So the square root of 0 is 0, 1 is a perfect square, square root of 1 is 1, square root of 4 is 2, and the square root of 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is at 3. So my square root function looks like this. My cubic function is that 3rd Street up and down. 0 cubed is 0, 1 cubed is 1, 2 cubed is 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. -1 cubed is -1, and -2 cubed is a -2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So our cubic function looks something like that. Our reciprocal or rational function, remember there was an asymptote there where x equals 0. Because if 0 is in the denominator, it causes a problem. And then we're going to get really close to where y equals 0, but it's never going to reach it. If I put in 1/2, I get out 2. 1 is 1. And if I put in 2, I get out 1/2. So it gets really close to this asymptote and really close to that asymptote. And here I get at 1/2, I have -2, -1, -1, -2, -1/2. So once we get the points down, then what we want to do is go back, and if we have extra time before we get to the 5 minutes, let's maybe name each one of them. This is absolute value. This one's the cubed root. Here is my quadratic. And there's my square root. My rational, and this one is the cubic function. And then I could even put my points on there, label my points on each one of the functions. I could even put each of my domains on there. So I know the domain for all 3 of these is x such that x is an element of the real numbers, or it can be anything from -infinity to infinity. So you want to get really good at being able to graph these functions, know their shapes, know their points that are associated with them. Thanks for watching.